Come from Economics Development 2019. In this nice occasion, I would like to deliver my paper with the title The Implementations of Quadruple Helix in Ternak Uang Center as a Strategy in Developing Village Industry through the Financial Technology Instruments. So basically, there are several problems as why at the end of the day I come to the solutions of the Ternak Uang centers. There are three problems that currently exist. The first is that the increasing number of poor people in village to 13.47% according to the Badan Pusat Statistik 2017. This shows how at the end of the day the economics in the village remains bad and there is no improvement at all. Hence, it's something that is dangerous, especially for the people who are living in village. The second problem that exists is that there is a massive growth on the financial inclusions in Indonesia, including financial technology instruments. So currently, there are improvement of the financial technology that make people manage to use a lot of instrument like lending the capital from certain companies, for instance, that can boost their economic performance of their businesses, or they can promote their product in the online, for instance. That shows how it's very, very important for a lot of businesses in Indonesia. But the third problem is that there is a gap of the financial literations between city and also village. That's the reasons why a lot of the benefit that come from the financial technology can only be maximized by the people who living in the city, for instance. This happens due to like there is a lack of the infrastructure in the village, or even a lot of people in village never understand about how at the end of the day these financial instruments look like. It's proven by the OJK data that shows the index of literacy in city is in 41%, but at the end in the village just in 34%. It shows how the difference so significant. That's the reasons why the economic performance of the village remains bad, although there is the increasing amount of the financial inclusions that exist in Indonesia. That's the reasons why at the end of the day, me find the solution, which is the Ternak Uang Center. Basically, Ternak Uang Center is a center for the development of financial literations by the society about the use of financial technology instrument with the aim of raising village industry to boost economic performance in the village. Uh, Hopefully, at the end of the day, this center can be the place for every single society and village to learn and understand about the financial technology that exists currently. And at the end of the day, they can use those kind of the product in order to run their businesses, knowing that there are a lot of the potential resources coming from the village, but due to some externalities like they don't have enough capital or they don't know how to promote this kind of the product, hence at the end of the day, the businesses that they would like to do cannot be run well. Then therefore, hopefully this Ternak Uang Center can help them in the future. So in order to run the Ternak Uang Center, we use the concept of the quadruple helix. So basically, quadruple helix consists of four important elements, which is government, stakeholders, company, and also the society. So these four elements will also going to work together in realizing the goals of the Ternak Uang Center in itself to give more understanding toward the society and help them in running their businesses and maximize their potential resources. And the partnership of the Ternak Uang Center is that the first government that are going to run this kind of the Ternak Uang Center regulation, for instance, giving a lot of support from like regulations, policy, or something like giving a support in the capital, for instance. The second partnership is that the financial institution in itself and how this financial institution are going to give a platform, especially for the society, to promote their product, to also giving like financial support, including like capital toward the society, giving lending toward the society. Hence, at the end of the day, the financial product can be maximized as well for the society. The third exactly is that the stakeholders of the Ternak Uang Center in itself, they are the one who are going to uh, like help the socializations educate the society, become their mentor, for instance. Therefore, the society not only understand about the financial instrument product, but also can use it as well, and also can prevent from a lot of risk that might be occur from using the financial instrument. I think this is the wise that very dangerous, knowing that all the financial instruments have their own risk. That's the reasons why the role of the stakeholder is that become a mentor for the society, so we can prevent a lot of the risk that might be occur in the future the moment the society use the product of the financial technology. The last exactly our target, which is the society and village, that becoming our aims, our main target to from this kind of the activities. And here's the implementations of the Ternak Uang Center. So basically, we divided the implementations into three parts. The first is that the short term. In the short term, what we are going to do is that the socializations and also educate the society regarding what exactly the financial technology instrument, for instance. Like there are three types. First, lending to the society. Second of all, how they can promote. And also third of all, about the online transactions that can make the businesses be more effective at the end of the day. So second of all, also there is some discussion session for the society on how they are going to plan their businesses at the end of the day. So at the end of the day, we can relate it how then this financial technology instrument can also be used for these businesses come from the society. That's exactly what we are going to do in the short term. In the medium term, we are going to giving mentorship for the society and running their industry. For instance, how the society use the financial technology product, what exactly the specific product that the society needs, or even something that is relevant within their businesses, for instance. The second is that having a competitions. This is a very like interesting for the society, because the aim of this competition is to motivate the society to be more creative in generating the potential resources that they have, because basically every region, every village, for instance, have their own potential resources, right? That's the reasons why this competition is used to make the society be more creative in maximize the resources that they have. So at the end of the day, not only they know how what is the financial technology can help them, but also they have more product, for instance, that's also beneficial. And the last is that in the long term project that we are going to do is that have the collaborations within the related partners, like the company, the financial institutions, for instance, to also distribute and also promote their products abroad. And the last of all is that the sustainability programs by constantly evaluating each activity, for instance. So we are going to know what exactly the mistake, so we can improve this kind of the programs in order to make sure that all the society understand about the financial technology instrument and can use it as well as possible. So here is the constraint and anticipations of the implementation of ideas. There are four things. The first is that the target, according to the quadruple helix analysis approach, which is like there is a government, financial institution, society, and also the finance, society and the village in itself. The second is that the resistance. The resistance that the level of trust of each stakeholders. The third is that the help stakeholders, society, and also the Ternak Uang Center collaborate within the economic democratization so the agenda can run well. And the last is that the action that we are going to do is that conduct a business management, research, and also innovations, also evaluations for this kind of the activities, especially the businesses that society are going to have. So the conclusion is that Ternak Uang Center is present as a center for development of the society understanding in using financial technology instrument and also sociopreneurship skills based on the quadruple helix system, which is expected to increase in the society welfare in the village. Hopefully that this Ternak Uang Center can solve a lot of problems that currently exist in the village, like the rate of poor people, for instance, on how currently the society have very potential resources, but they cannot use it or they cannot run the businesses as well due to a lot of problems, like they cannot promote their product as well, or they don't have enough capital, for instance. Does Ternak Uang Center try to promote a lot of financial instrument that currently exist that hopefully can run the businesses of the society. So hopefully in the future we have a strong economics performance in national because there is a big amount of support from the society in the village. I think that's all the presentations that I could do, and hopefully all of the uh, Ternak Center can really helpful for the society. Thank you so much for your attention. I'm so sorry if I have a mistake. So I close. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you.